Welcome back to Second and Short. It is Monday, July 8th, 2024. But today's actually July 7th, 2024, which is Mr. Colin's 23rd birthday. Colin, how's your birthday been today?
It's been great. I worked.
Sounds like fun.
Awesome.
You excited to do this podcast episode?
So excited.
Well, got a little surprise for you,
Oh, yeah?
but I got to leave to go do it. So you and Nathan are going to have to talk about something while I'm gone.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back.
So, Nathan, how was the weather today?
All right. How was the Braves game today, Colin? Braves actually looked good. It was amazing.
It was great. We won 6-0. Renato Lopez looked great.
He really did. It was nice to see. Only allowed 2 hits, 6 Ks, 91 pitches through 6.
Yeah, but the biggest excitement was the bats. The bats finally came alive, and I think it was all due to Bobby Cox being in attendance of Game 2 versus the Phillies. We have home runs by, it was Adam Duvall in the second inning, Kelnick in the second inning, Matt Olson in the second inning, and then Eli White. Oh, you got a cake! Or yeah, it is. Firehouse.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Colin. Happy birthday to you.
Blow out the candles. Woo!
I got one. That's not ketchup, is it?
No.
Okay,
no,
just had to make sure.
That's red decorative icing. I'm going to flash up a picture of it on screen, but
Wow. What?
you want to dig in? Don't eat directly into the mic, though. Have a bite. It's all yours. It's the cheapest cake I could find with the most real estate to draw on. Probably some dry white cake, if I had to guess.
That's not bad.
All right.
Dig in.
Gladly. Saved it. I got me a napkin. Pretty good frosting, for sure.
What a save. What a way to start the episode.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go through this real quick. So we've got pink pearls that spell out HBD because I didn't have enough space for happy birthday. Then I intentionally misspelled your name.
Oh.
Made the O a smiley face.
Woo.
The N kind of ran out of room. And then I gave all the balloons faces. That little thing on the blue balloon over there on the left, accident. Like total accident to get that little thing in the middle of his face. It's the nose.
Okay.
I picked up like a bunch of these little tiny candy things and I just tossed them on the cake and one landed just like that.
And you were like, all right.
Yeah, that was so perfect. And then like these last ones right here, I literally like pegged into the cake.
Yeah. I'm curious why we got happy, sad,
And content.
content.
Yeah. Those are the 3 basic emotions.
So me, you, Nathan.
Yeah. Yep. And then there's also eyeballs
Oh, wow.
on the outside. Yeah. You're welcome to dig in any point in the podcast. I think we'll take a pause so I can go wash my fingers. But we'll be back. We might be eating cake. Cheers. All right, we're back.
That was great.
All right,
Great
seriously
cake.
though, we'll try not to eat into the mic for the rest of the episode. Okay, got a bunch of stuff going on across the league. Obviously, Colin's birthday is happening across the league. Everybody's celebrating.
Not important.
The Braves were celebrating.
Woo!
Everybody. We got some MLB stuff to talk about. A couple of things in the NFL. A couple sad things to talk about. Good things to talk about. Bad things. A lot of stuff to talk about there. And it's kind of the beginning of preview season for football. So we're starting our college football preview series throughout these couple of weeks. This one going to be the College Football Awards. So a couple of different awards in the in there, including our Heisman predictions. And then as we go on along the weeks, we're going to go Group of 5 next week, ACC, Big 12, Big 10, which Colin will not be here for, and then SEC, and Week 0 will be in the same week. So we are
getting closer.
We are definitely getting closer to college football. And in the NFL, this Thursday or this Friday, me and Luke begin our conference previews, our division previews, like we've done the last year as well. So that's going to be 8 weeks straight of every single division in the NFL, previewing all the divisions. And then me and Colin will actually do awards predictions and playoff predictions 2 weeks heading up to the NFL opening day
I'm
game.
Shaking right now.
Yeah, probably from all the cake. And we just ate homemade fried chicken and cookie cake before that.
But we did have some Caesar salad to balance it out.
Certainly, yes. The healthiest salad there is Caesar.
And then we capped it off with some Coors Banquet.
Yes, some Coors Banquets. I'm having a gin and sparkling water, I guess.
I'm having some water.
Got to balance. Life has balance. I think that's the...
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah, that's the saying. All right, let's talk about the MLB. Jose Miranda. What the hell?
Demon mode.
Yeah, 12 straight at-bats recording a hit. Ridiculous.
That's insane.
It was actually 13 straight getting on base. Just absolutely ridiculous. It ties the MLB record that was last equaled in 1952. He's the fourth person to do it all time. He went single, double, single, double, single, double, single, double, home run, single, single, single. And in this span, his average went from 294 to 329.
Woo! Damn.
Absolutely ridiculous from Jose Miranda, who's he's been okay since he kind of emerged with the Twins, but this is otherworldly.
Yeah, especially at the top level. It's insane. Like you have your top hitters that can't even do that.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just finding barrels and just finding a way to help the Twins win.
Yeah, and they're doing a great job right now. Also, I kind of like their City Connects a lot.
Yeah.
That was something that maybe early on I was not a big fan of, but
they're coming around.
Yeah, I've come around on them. I really like them. Next thing, another guy that most people probably haven't even heard of, Ben Rice for the Yankees.
First baseman.
Yeah, I think this is he's in his first 17 career. He's 17 games in his career. And he hit 3 home runs the other night, including 2 3-run home runs. He is the second player in MLB history with 3+ home runs and 7+ RBIs in a game this early into his career. The other was Jarrett Parker in 2015 for the Giants. Just absolutely.
Ben Rice is a good ball player.
He is. Yeah,
but he sort of just came out of nowhere.
Definitely. He's not he was never a highly touted prospect that people were constantly talking about. It's just he needed to come in and fill in the hole at first base. And
because when you talk about prospects for the Yankees, the only name that comes to mind is Jason Dominguez.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Who, at this point, will never be a star.
Yeah, he's coming back from an injury, and he looked decent at the end of last year, but I don't believe in him.
He'll probably have a good 97, 98 overall in MLB The Show.
Probably.
Future stars for the 6th straight year.
Yeah. Let's go to the next thing, though. Rafael Devers hit a moonshot off of Garrett Cole.
Still owns him.
Stared him down because, yes, he does own him. And also in this game, hit his 1,000th career hit.
Mm-hmm.
So big week for Rafael Devers. And after that stare down, it looked like Garrett Cole wasn't happy. But then after the game, he was asked about it, and he said, as a pitcher, if you don't want to watch him home run trot, then you should probably not give up a home run. Plain and simple. Somebody tell Madison Bumgarner this.
Dude, Garrett Cole hates pitching against the Red Sox, mainly just because of Rafael Devers.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. He's got his number. It's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah. Nathan, pull up the Rafael Devers video. He stole second base. He just did something interesting. I think he was just trying to get the dirt out of his belt. Didn't look like it. Pretty funny, though. Especially the angle and everything involved in this. Right here, they cut away from the catcher and... Come on. Yep. He's turned back, looking over his shoulder, laughing, and he's clearly, jiggling his belt around. It just...
Look like a belt.
Doesn't look like a belt, and it does not look like he's getting dirt out of it. It's so funny.
Fill the hole.
So funny. I don't know if we're even gonna. We'll probably talk about all-star lineups once we get to the end of the MLB recap. But Pete Alonso said that he will not be in the home run derby unless he made the all-star lineup, and somehow he did, and he does not deserve it whatsoever. But I felt the need to bring that up because I thought it was ridiculous. But
I hope he gets first rounded in the home run derby.
agreed. What I would typically do here is say that this is Pete Alonso's Super Bowl or World Series or whatever. I'm done with the term. I'm done with that saying.
Yeah.
I think it's played out.
Okay.
I think saying it's played out mainly because it got to the WNBA. Sabrina Ionescu said it about the Indiana Fever beating them because I guess the team that Sabrina plays on, which is the New York Liberty. The New York Liberty. I couldn't remember what team she was on. I know she went to Oregon. But I guess they're like 3-1 against the Indiana Fever already this season. And like and she was like, this is the Fever Super Bowl or like whatever. It's lame now. Also, like, she's not the only person that made it played out. Like, it's been played out for a little while now. But yeah, so I'm done saying that about Pete Alonso in the home run derby. It is the only achievement he'll ever have in his entire life. But I'm not going to use it in that context.
Okay.
James Wood is a fucking dog. This guy is unbelievable.
Yeah, you saw that pop-up he dropped?
Yeah, which is unbelievable in a different way. Also, his home run was crazy. 3-run opposite field home run off Lance Lynn, who did not have a good game. Because that one made it a 7-0 ball game in the bottom of the second. But, yeah, shout out James Wood. Just a giant.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah. Well, so is Lance Lynn. Just in a different
6'7",
vertical.
234.
Yeah. Yeah, him, Onyo Cruz, and Aaron Judge, the only 6'7" players in the league.
Yeah, but Aaron Judge is 282.
That is true. Yeah, just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see James Wood. Hopefully he sucks against the Braves.
He's going to be a one-hit wonder. This will be his only good year.
He's like a, top 10 prospect right now? 5?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Colin, you don't have a good track record of just like saying guys are going to be bad.
You sure?
I feel like, yeah. We also just shouldn't do that.
My bad. James Wood, you're a dog.
All right. Let's talk about a little bit of McCann on McCann violence. Kyle McCann. Never heard of him.
James McCann.
Personally, yes, and James McCann.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, Kyle McCann hit a home run off James McCann. You might be asking, why is James McCann pitching? Well, it's because the Orioles gave up 19 runs to the Oakland Athletics, and part of that was Kyle McCann hitting a home run off James McCann.
Jeez.
Which is just absurd. Like absolutely crazy. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Go A's, man.
Yeah. Go Sacramento A's. Or the Athletics. Sorry. What? A pinch hit homer as well for Kyle McCann. Once again, never heard of him.
The Atleticos.
Los Atleticos.
Los Atleticos.
Manny Machado, this is just kind of a fun fact, has a career slugging percentage of .487 as of whenever this stat was posted. I think it was a couple days ago. He has a .487 slugging with the Orioles. He has a .487 slugging with the Dodgers.
Don't tell me.
And he's got a .487 slugging with the
Wow.
Padres. Colin, it wouldn't have been different for the Padres if it was the same for the Orioles and the Dodgers.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, it's absurd. Because that's a very good slugging percentage as well.
Yeah.
487 is very good. So
Did you see the video of like a kid I guess adult, like about 20s,
a human being.
ran onto the field and was like trying to get a selfie with Machado after the game was over, and Machado just thought it was a teammate. Didn't even know it was just a random person until like 6 security guards just came out of nowhere and tackled him to the ground.
Hilarious.
And Machado's face just like,
like doesn't even know whose teammates are.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
it's
great.
I found that very funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers, in case you didn't know, is the only MLB player in the modern era to draw multiple walks, get hit by a pitch, steal a base, hit a triple, and hit a home run all in the same game.
Cool. I guess that's why he's starting the All-Star game.
Well, yeah, and his stats are better than Marcel's now. So
Now.
Yes, and they have been for like a month.
Okay.
I know you're mad.
Not bad.
Just eat a piece of cake. Have a bite. Have a bite. It'll warm your heart, man. Maybe go for the happy face balloon.
I'm good.
Maybe okay.
I'm smiling.
I know what's gonna turn this all around for you. A Brenton Doyle fact. I know you love the defensive prowess of Brenton Doyle. Since 2000, Brenton Doyle is the 4th player with at least 11 hits, 8 extra base hits, 9 RBIs, and 4 walks, and 1 stolen base in a 5-game span.
Solid.
Yeah, he joins fellow Rocky Todd Helton in 2001, Mike Sweeney in 2001, Josh Donaldson in 2016, and now Brenton Doyle in 2024. So, Brenton
Just an
Doyle is
ugly
the
name.
next. I don't think it's that bad.
The last name is just
Yeah,
so
Doyle
bad.
is an interesting one.
Seems
I
like
think
seems
the
like
problem with Doyle is it sounds worse than it looks when you spell it out on paper.
whenever like I picture the last name Doyle, I feel like a kid that has like a big old boil on the side of his face.
Like the kid from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
What's that kid's name? Oh, yeah, they call him Boyle. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's mean. Wait. He just has like something wrong with his face, and they're just like, let's call him that.
Yeah.
Imagine if we called you Redbeard.
Okay.
Would you be mad?
No.
All right, whatever. I guess it's not a birth defect. but
Nathan calls me JBB.
That's true. Yeah, Colin has messed up feet in case anybody was
Yeah,
wondering.
we're not going.
Happy
there.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
The New York Mets have now tied the franchise record with 7 home runs allowed in a single game. In other news, the Pirates hit a franchise record 7 home runs in a game. They also ran out of fireworks because of
I
it.
saw.
Yeah. So the Mets suck. The Pirates are cool. Rowdy Tellez hit 2 grand slams.
Oh wow.
Or no, sorry. The Pirates hit 2 grand slams. He hit one of them. And on Friday, there was like, I think it was 4 people recorded 4 hit games. 4 people recorded a grand slam. 4 people had multi-home run games. Like, it was ridiculous offensively for Friday.
So the Mets just got rocked.
Yeah, Mets got rocked.
About damn time.
Yeah, definitely.
Grimace is starting to wear off.
Yeah, Grimace is wearing off. No longer a gay icon. I guess it's not Pride Month.
Yeah.
That might be the fall off. It was they had the power of a gay icon and Grimace behind them, and then Pride Month ended, and unfortunately that reign has come to an end. I'll never forget the Grimace Mets. They'll go down in history as okay.
June 2024.
Yeah, the Grimace Mets. Paul Skeens has recorded 7 or more strikeouts in 9 of his first 10 career starts.
Dude, it's unreal.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
an MLB record. He's also an All-Star.
Yeah. But Jesse
So.
Chavez isn't.
No, Jesse Chavez is not, unfortunately. Justin Steele, I don't think he is either. But he had one hell of a game against the Angels. 9 innings pitched, obviously a complete game. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, only 95 pitches.
Damn.
Yeah, Justin Steele's doing some work. Speaking of a guy that probably needs some work, Joe Adell. He is on pace for an all-time record.
And strikeouts.
No,
Oh,
for the lowest OPS in a 25 home run season. He is on pace for 25 home runs, but he is on pace to also break Rougned Odor's all-time record for the lowest OPS in such a season. Shout out Joe Adell, smashing records like we always thought he would.
Ron, get him right, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. Ron Washington has fixed some players. I don't know if there's any
I think we
fixing
need
Joe
him
Adell.
back. I think we need him back.
I think we need a leader in the clubhouse, if you'd like to have this discussion, because we don't.
Yeah. Let's get Pablo back.
It's not like we don't need a vibes guy. We need a leader.
So who are we missing?
We're missing like a Dansby Swanson, Freddie Freeman kind of guy that is a vocal leader on the team. Like, all the best players on the team, whether that be Matt Olson, who hasn't been around long enough, Austin Riley, who's a very quiet player in the clubhouse, Ronald Acuna doesn't speak English, unfortunately, which kind of ruins your leadership abilities in a clubhouse in America.
So we need Darno to step it up.
I think Darno could be one of those guys, but I think it needs to be a star on the team that leads the team.
So it would have to be really Olsen or Riley.
Yeah, and I think Riley is the guy that should step up in my mind. He's been around the longest. He came up in this system and like all this stuff. Like,
we got
he would
Eddie
be
back.
the guy. I saw. I'm not that happy about that.
It seems like Eli White is doing just fine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think that is something we need to figure out for sure. Nathan, can you pull these all-star rosters? We got the full thing. So on the live stream on Wednesday, went through all the starters. That was fun. Now we have all of the reserves and pitching left over. Colin's going in for a piece of cake. Respect. It's a good cake. Got it at Walmart. It was like $20. Pretty solid. Yeah, quarter sheet cake. All right, National League. We've got the starters here. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, sorry. American League starters: Adley Rutschman, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Jose Altuve, Jose Ramirez, Gunnar Henderson. I'm cool with like the whole infield. Aaron Judge, Steven Kwan, Juan Soto. I like Kyle Tucker a little bit better than Steven Kwan. It's kind of up to whatever. And then Yordan Alvarez is the DH. In the National League, your starters: William Contreras, GOAT. Bryce Harper, whatever. Probably going to miss the game.
So it'll be Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, most likely. Ketel Marte, definitely the guy there. Alec Boehm, I wish he wasn't, but he is the only option at third base. Trey Turner, questionable.
Mookie's hurt.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the reason. Jurickson Profar, obvious. Fernando Tatis, definitely. Christian Yelich, definitely. I really like the outfit. And then Shohei is definitely the DH. I know you want to argue it, and I would have argued with you a month ago.
Yeah,
I can't anymore.
I think the AL starting lineup is like way better than the NL lineup.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And the pitching certainly helps them out as well.
Yep.
The pitching's ridiculous. You've got Tyler Anderson with his second All-Star selection. He's a kind of interesting one because he's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's been like the best in the AL, but obviously this is an alphabetical order. Corbin Burns, probably going to be the starter, or Tarek Skubal, who's down the list. Emmanuel Clase, Garrett Crochet, Logan Gilbert, Clay Holmes, Tanner Hawk, or whatever, Hawk 2. He better come in the second inning. That would be awesome. Seth Lugo, who's been amazing. Mason Miller, who is ungodly. Cole Reagans, Tarek Skubal, the aforementioned, and Kirby Yates.
You know what I like about this? 7 players for the All-Star pitching rotation. It's their first All-Star selection.
Yeah, which I love. And in the NL, it's a very similar situation. I think maybe more. You've got Tyler Glasnow making his first All-Star selection. Ryan Helsley making his second. Jeff Hoffman with his first. Shota Imanaga as a rookie making it. Reynaldo Lopez getting his first. The first Brave that we have come upon. And then the second Brave is Chris Sale.
His 8th.
Yeah, 8 fucking All-Star games for Chris Sale is awesome. Tanner Scott making his first. Paul Skeens as a rookie after only 10 starts making it. Matt Strahm out of the pen making one. Ranger Suarez making his first. Robert Suarez making his first. Logan Webb making his first. And Zach Wheeler, surprisingly, making his second. Probably going to be the starter, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Zach Wheeler.
Honestly, hear me out. There's a good chance Ranger Suarez is going to be the starter.
That's fair. Yeah. We'll see. Okay, we've got the reserves now. In the American League, your catchers is just Salvador Perez. I don't know why they put catchers. Oh, because Will Smith in the National League. All right. In the infield for the American League, we've got Carlos Correa, Rafael Devers, Josh Naylor, Isaac Paredes, Marcus Semien, and Bobby Witt Jr. Don't love Marcus Semien personally, but whatever. National League, C.J. Abrams, Pete Alonso, fuck out of here. He doesn't deserve it. Luis Arias, fuck out of here. He doesn't deserve it. Mookie Betts, who's going to be hurt. Ellie De La Cruz, Freddie Freeman, Ryan McMahon. Freddie Freeman probably going to end up being the starter because Bryce is.
They had to put a Rocky in there somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, Ryan McMahon is a make-a-wish, unfortunately. Outfielders in the American League, Jarren Duran making his first appearance, as well as Riley Green, and then Kyle Tucker making his third. I agree with all three of those guys.
Yeah.
Nationally, you've got Teoscar, Jackson Merrill, Elliot Ramos, and Brian Reynolds. Got 2 first-timers in that. And then your DHs in the American League, David Fry.
Hell yeah.
He hasn't been bad, so I guess I'll give him his credit. And then Marcell Ozuna makes it in as the second best DH and probably the third best player in the National League. Speaking of DHs, I saw some guy tweet that like Shohei Ohtani's probably going to get a 50-30 season. That's kind of pathetic when Acuna had a 47.
Wait, Nathan, don't close out of that. Scroll back down to David Fry. Hold on.
We're not moving on from that, I guess.
I want to see the video that they had put.
Is that him hitting?
No, go
single?
back. So there's like 4 different videos.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Wait, go. No, you missed it. Go more. Go one more. Yeah, right here.
Is that Luke Jackson pitching? Slider man.
David Fry strikes out swinging.
Nice. Glad they included that. He got out on a drop third strike. There was a really bad pitch from Luke Jackson, by the way.
Why would they put that in like
crazy inclusion? I guess it just says most recent game. So maybe this is just what happened.
It's just weird.
Oh, sorry. Best of the last 10 games, and he struck out? That's not good. I really don't know. Oh, okay. Now it's going through the best is what it was. So that was his most recent game. Now this is the best moments.
Nice play. Looks like a first base.
Thought he was a DH. Fuck. Yes, he is. He's a DH.
That's a double. He didn't even have time to get out.
Oh, it's because that guy ate the fence. Is that MJ Melendez or something? Can't even tell who that was.
This guy likes doubles.
I guess that's a good thing. It's better than liking striking out.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, that was something. Shout out David Fry. He's an all-star.
Striking out.
Yeah, shout him out for striking out. All right. I think that's kind of all for the MLB.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, yes. I totally forgot to even include this in my notes. Yes, Colton Brewer of the Cubs broke his hand punching a wall after getting pulled out of the game. Now, did we not learn from Huascar Yanoa that this is a bad idea? Huascar Yanoa has never been the same.
No, and he never will be.
Yeah. Remember when he hit a home run and we were watching it live in person? That was electric.
We went insane.
Yeah. The pitcher hit a home run, and it wasn't just the pitcher. It was Huascar Yanoa, who was so fucking good.
Yeah.
And then
he punches.
He went on like a real cold streak for like 2 starts, gets pulled out of the game, punches the bench, never been the same.
Never will be.
No. It's crazy. Yes, thank you. What's his name? Colton Brewer? Is that what he said? He said to the reporters on Sunday, "My intention wasn't to break my hand."
No shit.
Are you fucking stupid? Duh. Your intention was to punch the fucking dugout, which clearly didn't work. What an idiot. And they're bringing up Hunter Biggie?
Hunter Biggie.
From AAA. 11 games in Iowa, 1-0 with a .77.
Colton Brewer.
6 saves.
Go to anger management classes, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's figure this out, all right?
Craig Counsell said, I guess there's consequences for your mistakes you make. It's an unfortunate mistake, and he let his emotions get the best of him. It's not who he is, but it's a mistake that he made.
Yep. So you are no longer a Cub, buddy.
Oh, dude, the guy that they brought up, Biggie, went to Harvard.
Michael Ross.
Why do you call him Michael? Just call him Mike.
Michael Ross.
No, call him Mike Ross.
Michael Ross.
Nobody calls him Michael in the show.
Rachel does.
Whatever. Colin's watching Suits. In case you couldn't realize. Yes, Mike Ross. Well, no, Mike Ross didn't go to Harvard. That's like the whole fucking storyline of the first 7 seasons. Anything else? Okay. No more No more anything about Suits?
No.
Okay.
I'm just now restarting. Okay, relax.
Okay, I get it. You're in your honeymoon phase with Suits. All right, NFL news. It is time. I guess, should we start with the sad news? Just kind of go ahead and get that out of the way.
I already know what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Vikings rookie Kyrie Jackson passed away in a car accident along with two of his high school teammates in Maryland on Sunday morning around 3 a.m. Super sad. Rest in peace to Kyrie Jackson. Rest in peace to his friends who were in there. I think there was also two other cars. I don't know what happened to the two people or the two other cars. But rest in peace to Kyrie Jackson. Super sad. He was drafted in the 4th round by the Vikings this year. Began his college career at Fort Scott Community College before transferring to Alabama. Played 2 seasons at Alabama, then transferred to Oregon to finish his college career. Was an all Pac-12 defensive back, and unfortunately passed away before making his NFL debut.
The other two people being Isaiah Hazel and Anthony Layton Jr. Hazel played at Maryland and Charlotte, and Layton played at Florida State and Penn State.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's super unfortunate. Not obviously we don't have all the details, but all we know is that 3 cars were involved in the crash. It happened super early in the morning. That's all I know.
According to this, neither the driver of the Infiniti Q50 that changed lanes at a high speed, nor her 2 passengers, or the driver of the 3rd vehicle were injured. Just the 3 people in that one car who all unfortunately passed away were hurt.
That is very unfortunate. Obviously, this news has just kind of taken over the NFL and taken over conversations on social media, obviously all being condolences. I'm going to kind of switch the pace here and call out a guy who's a complete piece of shit and has been for a long time and is finally being outed because of this. Rico Knows. If you don't know who he is, you're lucky. He's this piece of shit on TikTok that I've always hated. He's been like a college football guy, whatever, on TikTok. All he does is like shit on high-rated prospects and essentially bully high schoolers. That's what Rico Knows does. Well, he made a video about this, pretty much just being like, I don't know anything about it. I don't really know much about him. I don't offer my condolences. I don't blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why'd you make the video? It just does not make any sense to do that. And he promptly has gotten a shitload of backlash in which he entirely and fully deserves. Because he has been a piece of shit, and I'm not trying to like shit on a guy's content or whatever. I don't find his content enjoyable because all he does is shit on people. But I'm glad he's getting what he deserves at this point because he's been an asshole for way too long to people and on TikTok. And unfortunately, this is what had to happen for him to just be like outed as a piece of shit. But yeah, I've known for a very long time that I did not like him. And unfortunately, this is the tipping point.
I've never watched his videos.
You're lucky. I've seen a lot of people, like a lot of football and college football content creators on TikTok coming out and just being like, this guy is the worst. I saw a video. His brother, I believe his account's called Morant's Rants, made a video pretty much condemning everything that his brother did. So shout out his brother, I guess. But yeah, Rico Knows is a piece of shit. Once again, condolences go out to Kyrie Jackson and the families of everybody involved, Kyrie Jackson's family, friends, and anybody else involved in the crash. So we'll move on now. But yeah, that was some really sad news that we got on Sunday morning. All right, let's talk about CeeDee Lamb. He is not going to report to camp without a new contract and said that he will request a trade if he's not offered a contract worth at least $32 million a year.
So CeeDee's getting that bag.
Yeah, he's either going to be so he said that he has to be the second highest paid wide receiver in the league. Do it then.
Cowboys don't want to lose him. If they lose him, who else they
exactly. But this whole offseason, they keep saying we're putting so much, they're putting Dak first. Dak ain't going to have anybody to fucking throw to.
You saw that Cooper Rush can win you games.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm taking CeeDee over Dak any day.
Oh, same. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb is the number 2 wide receiver in the league.
Your running back is Zeke and
Yeah.
Deuce and Rico Dowdle. You need CeeDee Lamb to win games.
Yes, you do.
Brandon Aubrey's only going to win you so many.
Exactly. Jake Ferguson's good, but he's a tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got to bring back CeeDee. And, if you're dumb if you don't give him $32 million a year. Honestly.
He's worth it.
Yeah, because the real problem is when you go out on the trade market and you realize you ain't getting shit.
No.
Unless, hold on, trade proposal, CeeDee Lamb for Brandon Ayuk. Probably something else as well from the 49ers.
Do you think the 49ers could afford that?
Oh, hell no. I'm just, I want to put it out there so that somebody else says it.
I mean, I'll give up Darnell Mooney.
But also, I
Rondale
guess
Moore.
part of that move, they could give up somebody that's taking up a lot of cap space if you're the 49ers. So,
Bosa?
no. Obviously not Bosa, but
McCaffrey.
I'm sure there's somebody there that is eating up a bunch of cap.
Just give him McCaffrey. McCaffrey for CeeDee Lamb.
No, you literally just gave McCaffrey a 2-year extension. The Colts could trade for CeeDee.
They do need wide
Anthony
receiver help.
Richardson, CeeDee Lamb,
Michael Pittman.
Michael Pittman. That'd be fucking awesome. Jonathan Taylor. That would be a lethal offense. I don't know.
Mo Alley Cox.
Yeah, he's there too.
Alec Pierce. Josh Downs. Oh, Josh Downs is the wide receiver 3? Oh.
Yeah. Alec Pierce is wide receiver 4. Cam Newton was asked if he sees himself as the greatest dual threat quarterback ever, and he said no.
Good answer.
Lamar Jackson is who he says. Now, I'm personally a Michael Vick guy, but I can agree with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
For sure.
Lamar Jackson hasn't encouraged dog fighting.
That is true. And also, crazy thing, none of the dual threat quarterbacks that we have just mentioned have won a Super Bowl. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, not a dual threat quarterback. Yeah, but look, Cam is. I would say Cam's probably third behind Vic and then Lamar.
I like that.
Because Cam and Vic were relevant for about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Lamar's going to be relevant for a lot longer.
I would hope so. He probably almost already has.
And now that he has Derrick Henry to help it out, two different
That's true.
styles of running,
Yeah.
defenses are going to be scared.
Yeah, one of the episodes that me and you are going to do for college football, and actually, I messed that up in the scheduling of things. Next week is not the Group of 5 preview. Next week is what I'm calling the college football season cheat sheet, where I'm going to go through and I'm going to put together all the different things that changed going into this year.
Oh.
Big coaching changes, big transfers. You're going to be familiar with some of those. Yeah, if I had to imagine. Obviously, we're going to be talking about the 12-team playoff, how that works. Talking about any other kind of big changes that happen to college football that, in case you weren't paying attention in the offseason or weren't paying attention right at the end of the year, you will know going into the year. And then we'll go into all of our previews. Next, I've just kind of got some stats for the next 3 things, and that's it. Mike Evans is one of 3 players in NFL history with at least 10 seasons of 1,000-plus yards.
Good.
That is fucking insane.
I need him to keep the streak alive.
Why?
He's a good player.
Why do you need that, though? We're Falcons fans, dude.
I need it.
You got, money invested in it? I don't know what is going on with you.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Little Guppy. Happy birthday.
I'm going to continue to just defend Justin Herbert to the grave. He has 7 go-ahead drives in the fourth quarter or overtime in his career that have still resulted in a loss. That is as many as Joe Burrow, Tua, and Jalen Hurts combined.
Well, hey, he's got his new wide receiver 1, so we'll see.
He went from fucking Keenan Allen and Mike Williams
To Quentin
to
Johnson.
Quentin Johnston and fucking Lad McConkey. I don't know if that's going to work.
And they lost Eckler
That is also true.
to get Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins.
Yes, to get the Ravens running backs from last year, except for their leading rusher, which was Lamar Jackson. Hey, but the Gus bus, good from 2. Always good for a touchdown from 2
here's the
yards
thing.
out.
They got to get to the 2-yard line first.
That's going to be the problem. Herbert can get him there, though. Herbert can score the touchdowns.
They don't have Gerald Everett anymore.
That's also true. But he's been kind of hurt.
Yeah, sorry. They got Parham Jr.
Donald Parham Jr. He might have even left, for all I know.
Bosa might be playing some offense.
Put Khalil Mack at tight end. That'd be crazy.
No, Derwin James.
Yeah, dude. Put Derwin James at wide receiver. Fuck it.
He's going to Spencer James it up.
All right. Next thing, last thing as well for the NFL. Only 2 quarterbacks last year had. What are you doing?
Sorry. I like making faces.
I know, it's just distracting. Only 2 quarterbacks last year had at least 50% of their third down incompletions as a result of pass inaccuracy. First, the New York Giants, Daniel Jones with 50%. Second, Tyrod Taylor of the New York Giants with 58%. That's it. That's
So
all of them.
not Tommy DeVito.
No. Tommy DeVito was not amongst them, but was on that team. But
1 for 3.
Also, speaking of the Giants, I haven't gotten the chance to watch Hard Knocks offseason yet with the Giants. I've seen a bunch of quotes coming out. We're not going to talk about them yet. I think maybe me and Luke might talk about them on Friday. We will see, because we've got a lot of NFL stuff to cover on those Friday episodes now with those previews starting up. So we'll try and figure it out, but I would like to talk about that, because that is going to kind of lead us into Hard Knocks offseason with the Bears, which is going to be super entertaining. And then once we get into the season, halfway through the year, I think in November or December, we're getting the in-season with the AFC North, which I'm sure Luke will not be able to stop talking about. All right. That is it for the NFL. Now we
Let's run
begin college football previews. I'm so excited. Like, it always feels like every year we just ride this high of bowl season, the college football playoff, which is now going to be even better this year. And then we ride that right in, like, with the NFL playoffs, and then we ride that through the Super Bowl, and then, like, all that kind of, like, takes a small break, but we get baseball starting up, and then we get the draft, and it's like all these things happen, and then it all comes crashing down into nothingness for, like, 2 months, and that is what we've been in for, like, 2 months now. It's just nothing. And it's finally coming back. We're finally getting a taste of something. We're about to have training camp start in the NFL, and college football will be back on August 24th.
Whoa!
Starting at 9:30 in the morning in Dublin, Ireland. The Florida State Seminoles taking on Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Oh, yeah.
Super excited.
Oh, great. You trying to get tickets to that?
No.
Why?
My dad looked at tickets. Very expensive. Because, like, you
Really?
can really only get ticket packages. And so you got to get the flight and the hotel and, like, the VIP blah, blah, blah bullshit. It's not worth it, I assure you. Considering you're not a fan of either team, it's really not worth it.
I'm a fan of football.
Football guys. Fuck yeah. All right. What we're going to be doing is we've got Coach of the Year, Bednarik Award, Blitnikoff Award, Davey O'Brien Award, and Heisman, which is almost the same award, but figure we throw it in there just in case somebody's got a non-quarterback Heisman pick.
Yeah.
The way we'll do it, we'll go with our favorite and then maybe like a dark horse for each one. And we'll start with Coach of the Year. I'm kind of interested to hear what you have to say. Obviously, your coaching situation is a little bit different than most, but Coach of the Year is an odd one because sometimes you could say it's like just the team that was really good, but also sometimes it's a team that comes out and surprises people. What's kind of your first thoughts on coaches?
Mike Norvell.
Love it. I'd take that. That's for sure. Yeah, give us some reasoning on the
way I
coach
look
one.
at it, I want to see how they bounce back after, all that like playoff controversy. They're
Yeah.
getting a fresh quarterback in DJ, and just sort of how they fight back
Yeah, I agree.
and everything like that, and to just make a name known for them. Like, they got a pretty tough schedule.
Yes.
And so
yes, but the ACC has kind of almost gotten easier with the opponents
Yeah,
that
but
they added into it.
But
yes,
hear me
I
out.
agree.
So, Mike Norvell run the ACC.
Yeah.
Make the playoff, go deep in the playoff.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. The only thing is that these are going to happen before the playoff is over, because the Heisman now with how it's set up, I don't know when the Heisman ceremony is and like when all those awards come out, because they all come out leading up to it. But I agree with what you're saying.
They need to dominate this year,
Agreed.
and if they dominate, I can see Mike Norvell winning.
Yeah, like the only thing that hurt him
they had a lot
was
of
injuries
too.
Well, yes. There's been a ton of transfers out, and it makes sense. They also had one of the best transfer classes in.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing that kind of the entire time Mike Norvell's been there in this portal era, he's been able to do.
He's building a culture.
Yeah, he is. He's building a culture, and it's a culture that works.
That Jimbo tried to fuck.
Yeah, tell me about it. And Willie Taggart certainly didn't do anything for it. But Mike Norvell has done a great job of doing what Lane and Dion haven't done right, which is bring in players that fit.
Yeah.
Dion brings in players. Lane Kiffin brings in stars, but they don't work.
I wanted to say Lane Kiffin so bad.
I think they'll be great.
But the
I
thing
just
is,
don't know if it's because of him.
We talk about Lane Kiffin every year. And how like he needs to do this and they never do it. Like last year they had a good year, but he can't get over that hump.
I agree.
Especially when you're in a conference with teams like Georgia,
and it's going to keep getting better.
LSU,
Texas,
Tennessee.
Yeah. It just keeps getting. Missouri is even really good.
Even Auburn's going to be good this year.
Yeah. I now look, I still think Ole Miss has the potential to be like third or fourth best team in this conference, but Lane's got to show something.
Yeah.
That's my biggest issue. So, yeah, it's gonna be a tough schedule for anybody in the SEC, honestly. I know Florida's got like a really tough schedule. They're probably gonna be really bad. I think Billy Napier's on the hot seat while we're talking coaches, because Florida might lose to Miami in that opening game. They'll beat Samford, of course. Might lose to Texas A&M because I really like Mike Elko.
They might lose to Mississippi State.
I don't know about that one, but Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Florida State, all losses.
They could lose to UCF.
They could lose to UCF as well, but I don't know. I don't love UCF right now. But from October 12th at Tennessee, they might lose all the rest of their 7 games.
Florida's in for a tough.
Yeah, I think Billy Napier will be on the hot seat by the Georgia game, and will be fired by the end of the Florida State game.
Can you pull up the Florida State schedule?
While we're kind of looking around for schedules and stuff, my personal pick for Coach of the Year, I really like Kyle Whittingham. I think Utah is going to run the table in the Big 12 now. Yeah. They're the early favorite to win that conference. I think I could see them coming in as like the 4 or 5 seed in this playoff and really making some noise because it's a tough place to play as well.
Yeah.
And so you get that advantage in the first round of the playoffs, and I think that's huge. But we'll pull their schedule up in a second. Florida State's schedule, Personally, I think Tech's will win. Look, I probably shouldn't be the one going through the.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So Tech at a neutral spot could be interesting. That matchup is always interesting. Boston.
Don't remind me.
Boston College is a win. Memphis is a win. California is a win. SMU is a win. And here's where it starts to get interesting. Clemson. You never know.
That's a toss up to me too. So.
Recently, those have been like 12 o'clock games.
Yeah.
And
which I hate.
Yeah.
We should not be playing Clemson at 12 o'clock.
Duke should be a win because Riley Leonard left.
Yeah, Riley Leonard left. Mike Elko left. They drafted like a couple guys got drafted.
Miami's gonna be tough this year.
I agree. I think I wanted Cam Ward real bad.
Yeah, Miami's gonna be tough. North Carolina's gonna be tough.
Drake May's gone.
It's matchup's always tough.
I know. I'm just saying.
Notre Dame at 7:30 at night.
That one I think we might lose.
That's going to be a tough
because once again, we saw how Riley Leonard played us this past year. Now he's playing us with a way better team.
Yeah. Tickets as low as $210. Oh, wow.
It's because it's in South Bend.
Yeah. And then Charleston Southern win, Florida win. So
okay,
it's that,
looking at like 10-2, maybe 9-3.
It's that stretch between Clemson and Notre Dame.
Clemson through Notre Dame is going to be the hardest part of our schedule by far.
Yeah, and then if you do that, and then you just wipe the ACC championship.
And something that sorry to cut you off, something I just noticed that might make it even tougher going into that stretch is that we play 4 home games to start the season. Well, technically one's in a neutral site. So 3 home games. Then we go out west to SMU. Then we come back and play Clemson.
It's a lot of traveling.
Yeah. Well, it's
Or
not a lot of traveling, but
not
it's
a
like
lot of
it's your
traveling.
first time on the road. And once again, this is a transfer team, so it makes it a little bit harder building this team culture early in the season, moving around, all the, going across the country, coming back, all this stuff, changing up how the ACC is formatted in every conference other than the SEC. Really, it does kind of throw a wrench in some things when you used to maybe that week you're going to Virginia or Virginia Tech. Now you're going out west. You're changing time zones. Then you got to bring everybody back. And then you have to play probably your biggest opponent, your biggest rival of the last 10 years. And it's probably going to be a fucking 12 o'clock start, like you said.
Yeah.
And then you have a short week going into Duke on a Friday night.
Bye week.
Oh, sorry.
After that.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't catch the bye week. So that is actually kind of helpful. But then, once again, still kind of a short week after the bye.
Either way, I don't know. Mike Norvell can really make a statement
Agreed.
here with this season.
All
And DJ looks good.
Okay. Look, I'm trying not to be too Florida State biased because I need to see this team on the field first.
Oh, trust me. I was in the car with Nathan, and I wanted to say Kalen DeBoer so bad. You're filling the shoes of Nick Saban.
It's
there's
impossible.
There is a lot
on
of
the good side.
pressure on you, but I can't just come in here and say Kalen DeBoer is going to win Coach of the Year.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, I went with Kyle Whittingham. If we could pull up Utah's schedule while I talk about my dark horse. My other dark horse is the team that I believe is also going to contend for the Big 12, which is Lance Leipold in Kansas. I really like Lance Leipold. I have for a couple of years now. I've spoken extremely highly of him the last 2 seasons and just absolutely love the culture he's created at Kansas. The talent that has come out of Kansas already looks amazing, and he's so early into this tenure that he could really be doing something here, and he's a guy that could sneak in late. Or kind of in those lower seeds, maybe in there at a 10 or 11 into the playoff. But we'll go through Utah real quick. Obviously, Southern Utah is a win. Baylor's a win. Utah State's a win. Oklahoma State probably a win. They're not very good. Arizona, questionable, but Jed Fish left. A bunch of transfers out. Arizona's probably a loss. Win. Arizona's going to lose, what I was saying. Arizona State's tough because you're at Arizona State. It's not really technically a late kickoff. I think that's really a 7:30 kickoff in Arizona. But
I think it's a win.
I
I think
do
we're
too.
overthinking
I do
it.
too
It's
as
a
well.
win.
TCU's a win. Houston's a win. BYU's a win. Colorado, definitely a fucking win. I don't care where it's at. It's a win. Why does it look like Utah's going undefeated? Explain that to me. Because Iowa State looks like a win at home, and going to UCF is not a problem.
Yeah.
It looks like an undefeated season, and I don't know if I'm okay with saying that right now.
It's too early. Way too early predictions.
I really don't know what to say other than that it really does look like Utah might go undefeated.
Fair enough. They might. They have a pretty easy schedule.
Yeah. And it really bodes well for them that they only play one out of conference game. What? Conference championship, I think it's Kansas or Kansas State.
Yeah.
One of the two. And that would be against Lance Leipold, my dark horse.
You don't think Texas Tech could have a good year?
No. I don't think they can compete right now. The Big 12 is not very good, I got to be honest. But
Fair enough.
the top of the top is very good compared to the rest.
Yeah.
And the rest does include Colorado, in case anybody has that mixed up. All right, you got any dark horses? What do you think? I also would just like to throw out Eli Drinkwitz.
Yeah.
But that one I'm not going in depth on.
Me and Nathan talked about it earlier, and I'm going to give Nathan the credit on this one. Hugh Freeze.
Love it. Shout out Mike.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, Hugh Freeze exists
Yeah.
in the real world. Hugh Freeze does exist. Dan Lanning, got to give him a shout just because Oregon might be the second best team in the nation.
Yeah.
But they have to get through Ohio State, and that's going to be a
Ryan
big
Day.
test.
As we're talking about it. I hate him as a coach, but that team is just really fucking good.
It is really good, and I hope he doesn't get the credit for it.
Nathan, what did I say earlier?
Yeah, I'm not a Ryan Day guy. Born on third base, kind of of coach to me. I don't know if there's really anybody else. I'd say obviously Kirby Smart.
but
Your
that's
normal guys are
Georgia.
there. Yeah, the normal guys are up there. That's for sure. Duh.
You can't say Kirby Smart because Georgia runs itself,
Yeah, exactly.
and they drive very fast.
Yeah, they drive themselves.
Probably shouldn't.
Yeah. Certainly no coach who's coming out of the Conference USA. Sorry, Brian. Liberty just lost their head coach, unfortunately, which is Hugh Freeze.
What about Sark?
Sark's got a chance, but he's got to beat Georgia,
Yeah.
which is the problem. It's going to make it tougher, that's for sure. Yeah, I think that's all kind of my candidates. My big one's Kyle Whittingham. Big Kyle Whittingham guy.
Gotcha.
Shout out Clay Helton, though. Going to keep leading this Georgia Southern team to victory.
Okay.
I'm so glad that they didn't put KSU in the Sun Belt. You know how hard it would be for me having to root for both of those teams from like so far away. All right. Let's talk Bednarik Award. Best defensive player in college football. Last year, kind of came out of left field, Peyton Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
But he was certainly very good. Really want to say Patrick Payton? I'm not gonna. Really want to say Harold Perkins, but I don't think he's going to turn it around. I know that's I've
my
been
number
talking
2.
real high on this LSU coaching change to defensive coordinator. I still don't know if it's the time for Perkins.
That's my number 2.
Okay.
You already know who my number 1 is going to be.
And who is that?
Mr. Downs himself.
Yeah, Caleb Downs makes sense. And I might go with a fellow Ohio State player. I'm pretty sure JT Tuimoloau stayed.
Yeah, he did.
So, yeah, JT Tuimoloau would probably be the guy I'd go for.
I'm going to pull up the guy.
Because I think a lot of times defensive ends and linebackers have a way better chance of winning this award.
Yeah.
And I really like Tuimoloau.
I'm going to pull up. This is my dark horse that I was reading about earlier.
Yeah.
James Pierce Jr., edge rusher from Tennessee.
Yes, he's very good. Not much of a dark horse because he might be the number 1 overall pick.
Yes.
So, yes, I agree. I'm gonna just pull up a list of guys. It's so hard to know, you know.
When you know, you know.
Shut up.
Nathan, how you doing today? I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm good, thank you, Colin. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Do you know it's my birthday today?
I did. I was the first person to tell you happy birthday in person.
Appreciate
we
it.
lived together and rode together.
All right. I'm tired of trying to research this. I don't care. Yeah, I like my picks. I think Patrick Payton, very good. One of my favorites. Obviously, he's a Seminole.
Yeah.
But he is one of my favorites. Obviously, there's probably somebody on Georgia that could do something.
There always is.
Yeah.
It'll come out like halfway through the season and
Yeah.
just be like leading the
But
league and everything.
I think my top guy is JT Tuimoloau because I think
I like that.
the sky's the limit for him. That one's not really a fun award to talk about.
This next one is, though.
Bolitnikov is very fun. What are you thinking?
Luther.
Oh, okay. So he was like floating between 1 and 2 for me. Luther Burden is a dog.
Yeah, and he still has Brady.
He does. So he's definitely up there for me because he is a fucking baller. Now, I don't want to do this, do you? You know exactly what I'm going to say.
Don't say.
He's going to be wearing burnt orange this year.
No. Did you say Isaiah Bond?
Isaiah Bond might just win the fucking Bolitnikov, but he's also not my favorite. He's a top 3. It's got to be Emeka Egbuka.
Mm-hmm.
He's played second fiddle for too long now. Now it's just him. It's got to be him all the way here because I absolutely love his game.
So here's the way I see with Ohio State. I see the running back committee taking over.
Agreed.
And it being
Agreed.
a much more run-heavy offense rather than,
I guess I should have put that in here.
You lost Marvin Harrison.
Yeah. And
like your quarterback.
Your quarterback's not great.
Yeah.
Because obviously McCord definitely wasn't good last year, but Travion Henderson was very good. But the thing is that even with a bad quarterback, Marvin Harrison Jr. was still really good.
Is that
Will Howard is probably better than what Kyle McCord was last year.
very little?
Yes. Not a huge difference, but I think he's better than what Kyle McCord was, considering Will Howard went from Kansas State
Yeah,
to
but
Ohio
here's the
State,
thing.
and Kyle McCord is
Who
at
else do they have
Syracuse.
besides Egbuka?
Not all that
Is
much.
Egbuka going to be getting double covered most of the time?
I think it's what's his name? Julian Sayin? No.
He's quarterback.
Yeah. What is that guy's name? Julian Fleming?
Yes, Julian Fleming.
Julian Fleming is also very good.
Is he at Ohio?
I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm thinking of somebody else.
Nathan,
Nathan, can you pull
can you fact check that
Ohio
real
State's
quick?
roster?
I want to say he's somewhere else.
He could be. I can't remember. He might have got drafted. I have no idea.
But no,
I know they've got a young wide receiver that is coming in that's going to be really good.
that is the thing I'm worried about, though, is that
Yeah,
is
I agree.
going to be getting the most attention from the defense to
Yeah.
open up the.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus, Nathan, it's like unreadable now.
Yeah, Julian Fleming.
Okay.
6'2",
he is there.
210,
So, yeah,
senior.
I think. Oh, okay. He's actually older. I think he could definitely be getting some looks. I'm trying to remember who it might be that I'm thinking. Maybe it's Noah Rogers.
Are you thinking of Carnell Tate? I know he was very highly talked about.
Yes, I think that is who I'm talking about. Carnell Tate. He might be the guy that I'm thinking of.
Yo, Bennett Christian, tight end from Ackworth, Georgia.
Yo, hold up. What high school did you go to? I bet you it's North Cobb.
Oh, it's got to be North Cobb.
I don't know where I would see that personally. Just says Ackworth.
Just look up
Georgia.
his name,
Yeah.
man.
Look that guy up and type in high school or Ackworth, Georgia. No, that would work. Oh, yeah, go down 24/7. Alatoona High School. Interesting.
That might be the ugliest dude I've ever
he's a
seen.
weird looking fella. He is a weird looking fella.
Hey, but he's good at football.
He's
so
a
it doesn't matter.
4-star. 6'6", 235. Bro, you know how scary it would be just a walk? Okay, he looks better with the facial hair. I'll give him that. He's also listed at 6'5" there, so that's weird. Whatever. Yeah, shout out Bennett Christian. I'll be rooting on. Other than the fact that he's from Alatoona.
And he's at Ohio State.
But he's from Ackworth, so
Yeah.
I'll be rooting for him. All right. What is next? Or do we have any more Bolitnikoff guys?
Tez Johnson, he could be up there with Dylan Gabriel as a quarterback.
Wait, didn't he get drafted?
I don't think so.
Who was the?
Troy Franklin.
That's who I was
Yeah.
thinking of, maybe. But I thought Tez Johnson did too.
He
I
might
don't
have
know.
gotten drafted but didn't go.
Nah, I don't think that exists anymore.
It doesn't. That doesn't.
Only in the NBA, I think.
Oh.
Nathan, fact check that Tez Johnson is not in the NFL.
I for sure thought he stayed.
I thought he did. Maybe I'm thinking of Tez Walker.
Yes,
that
you're
could
thinking
be-
of Devontae Walker
Yeah, could be what I'm thinking of.
out
Not
of
sure,
North
but-
Carolina.
Yeah, but Tez Johnson? Okay. Maybe I was thinking of Troy Franklin then. I don't know. All right. Davey O'Brien Award. Stock QBs. Only QBs.
Carson Beck.
It's hard not to just say Carson Beck.
Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers,
Those are the top two to me.
Jackson Dart,
Yeah, I think he could be up there. The numbers are definitely going to be there. It's just the results.
and Jalen Milrow.
I can't buy into Milrow.
I
sorry.
didn't want to, but I can't really like.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it seems like.
Because, hear me out.
I think Dylan Gabriel could be up
Yeah.
there just because Oregon's going to be so good.
No, but hear me out. You have 3 and 4, but they're not close to 1 and 2.
Agreed.
1 and 2 is Carson Beck and Quinn Ewers,
Yes.
and there's no way we can argue that.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to think of other guys that could be up there, and it's like I simply never and cannot buy into Shador. Cannot do Shador.
Yeah.
That's not happening. Despite I saw a horrendous mock draft that had him going 5th overall and had Carson Beck as the second quarterback off the list at 20. Crazy. There's a lot of guys. I think Riley Leonard could even be successful in Notre Dame, but I can't buy into another ACC quarterback going to Notre Dame and having all this hype. Because Notre Dame, they're going to win some early games, and people are going to be shouting from the rooftops about Riley Leonard. And guess what? I was on Riley Leonard before Colin even knew his fucking name.
Yeah.
I was on Riley Leonard
Wait.
before last season.
You were on Riley Leonard?
Shut up. I am a Riley Leonard guy, but Notre Dame has this, I don't know, obsession with getting a quarterback and making everybody think they're good, and they're not. I hope that isn't the case because I really like Riley Leonard, and I like watching him play. but it's probably going to be the case.
Also, and to step aside from this, I know we weren't bought in on Colorado, but for those other awards,
Oh, that's true. Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
Totally forgot. But yes, he could be up there for both.
Yeah.
Blitnikoff and Bednarik.
Yeah. And for the next category we talk about as well.
Maybe. But for Davey O'Brien, I think
It's Quinn Ewers or Carson Beck.
it's
gotta
Quinn
be.
Ewers or Carson Beck.
Whoever wins, whoever wins.
Yeah, that could also be true. And honestly, just for his sake, why don't we just say that whoever wins the SEC, their quarterback's probably going to win it.
Yeah. That's a great chance.
It could be Jackson Dart. Could be fucking Brady Cook.
Could be Garrett, was it Nussmeier or whatever?
It's not going to be Garrett Nussmeier. I'm sorry, man. It's not. Nico could really show out, but this is kind of his first time, so I can't trust it.
Yeah, he's going to get rocked.
I think so as well. I don't love Tennessee.
He's going to try to hit
personally.
like a 20-yard run, and then out of nowhere, it's just going to get rocked.
Yeah. We'll see. Okay, Heisman. First, let's give a quarterback. Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers. Okay, quarterbacks are out of the way. What else? Who else could win? Travis Hunter, obviously. If we can get a full season of Travis Hunter and he plays as well as he did for those first couple of games of the season, he is the guy.
Yeah.
Are these Heisman odds, I'm guessing? Okay. Wow, not a lot of non-quarterbacks. Also, totally forgot about him. I love him. Davey O'Brien, Noah Fafita. Totally forgot about him. I think he'd be a good sleeper.
He's got to upset Utah.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. How the fuck is Cade Klubnik plus 3,000 and Travis Hunter's plus 5,000?
I mean, Ollie Gordon.
Get the fuck out of here with Cade Klubnik.
Yeah.
I'm glad DJ's
If
at the same as him though.
Ollie Gordon could ball out.
Ollie Gordon could ball out, but biggest problem, he just got a DUI. So that's not going to help him.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he just got a DUI, so that's not going to help his Heisman case.
One of the running backs from
Yeah.
Ohio State
That's my only issue with them
is that they're a committee.
they're with each other. Unfortunately,
Someone's gotta
I think
get hurt.
Lawrence Toafili could pop off, not for Heisman, but just for like any running back awards. But yeah, like
There's not
it's
really-
Carson Quinn. Dylan is somewhere around there. I agree with you. Jalen is somewhere around
He's in
there.
the hunt.
Yeah, for sure. Will Howard, you're out of your fucking mind if he's above Jackson
No.
Dart.
Because at this point, if you are
Will
a quarterback and
yeah,
you can
go
win
ahead.
the SEC, there's a good chance you're in running for Heisman.
Exactly.
2, you're gonna get drafted pretty high
Yeah.
if you can run the SEC.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I think Milrow
I'm just
is
scared.
going to be up there off the basis of winning games. Hopefully, for your sake.
Dude.
Will Howard is only here because his team is going to be successful.
Yep.
It's not going to be his fault. So, yeah, he might be plus 1,400 to win. To me, it's more that he's like plus 600 to be sitting there, but he's like plus 3,000 to win.
But there's also a higher chance that he's going to cause his team to lose.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Kyle McCord did
Big
last year.
Ten's very defensive heavy.
Yeah.
What happens when you have a wideout at Penn State? You're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, Penn State, I don't see Drew Aller's name up there anywhere.
Yeah, but it's a wideout, and Penn State's always been known for their defense
That's true.
ever since Trace McSorley and Saquon left. Trace McSorley,
Okay.
throw it on down.
I didn't know we were doing that, but yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, Heisman picks. I think
Whichever.
obviously Beck or Ewers is like by far the favorites if we're going non-quarterbacks. Travis Hunter, just because he really pops off the page. I
don't know why Connor Weigman's name is up there.
Connor Weigman is not gonna do anything.
I couldn't even tell you who Avery Johnson is. Is that Ben?
No, I've heard the name. I don't know where he plays. I can tell you that much. Jalen Daniels is very good.
Jackson Arnold has a lot to prove.
Agreed.
You're going into the fucking Lions' den.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens there.
I don't have a lot of faith in him.
I don't either. Nathan, scroll down for a second. I really like Miller Moss at USC. He looked really good in that bowl game.
Yeah.
I know it was the Holiday Bowl, but I liked him. Cade Klubnik sucks dick. I'm so glad Shadur Sanders is super low. Plus 3,000 is right where he should be, personally. Now, does that mean that a
Can
lot
Cam
of
Rising
people
play? Like, is he actually going to play?
No. Unfortunately, Cam Ward will, and he's got a chance. He's plus 2,000 on here. Kind of crazy he's right behind Garrett Nussmeier, but Nussmeier's team's going to be better for sure.
I just think Travis Hunter's way too low on this list.
I do too. I think it's just because he's not a quarterback. Because in case you didn't realize, above Ollie Gordon is all quarterbacks, and Ollie Gordon is the second to last on this list. I don't know who else could really emerge. Maybe a Caleb Downs type player could have a season like that because
That's got to be one hell of a season.
the last defensive player to win it was Charles Woodson. He's a safety, so
Yeah.
it kind of
in
would
the
make
Big
sense.
Ten.
Yeah, in the Big Ten as well. So that could maybe draw some parallels and give him a chance. But
I don't see it.
I don't either. Travis Hunter's the only one with a chance, and it's because he also plays offense.
Yeah. If we can get a full, healthy season of
Yeah.
cornerback and wide receiver,
Agreed.
and he's like 1,000-yard receiver and also like 10 picks,
Yeah.
I could see it.
All right. Well, we'll have to see. We've got just
maybe
over a month.
sit him against Colorado State. Maybe don't let him let him play.
Remember, you made the YouTube video with the kid.
Yeah.
It's all good now. Kind of.
Doesn't mean there's not always another one.
That's true. All right. Well, that's it for the college football awards predictions. Next week, we're doing the cheat sheet, like I said. So we're just kind of going to go through a bunch of things that changed. Go in for that cake, man. Please.
Can you eat a bite? I feel
I will. I have to talk. But next week, we're doing that college football cheat sheet. And then we'll be starting with Group of 5 prediction. Group of 5 preview. And just kind of keep going from there. So we're about an hour one in. Okay, yeah, we'll play a couple games. Play a couple games. It's game time. I'm taking a bite of cake. Somebody else talk.
Yeah. So we're gonna try something new out today. We're gonna try Wordle. Nathan, what were the rules that we have to do again?
Yeah, so the rules for this Wordle is that you guys cannot communicate on guesses. I'm going to randomly pick one of you to start with a word. So that person will say a word. The other that person then cannot speak until the other person has guessed their word.
Okay.
So you guys can try to telepathically do what you can, or something like that.
No head nods or anything, right?
What did you do to this scene?
Before we do anything, can we turn on colorblind mode?
Let me see.
Yeah, 'cause I can't help you out.
Doesn't have one.
Oh, high contrast mode's already on. We're
Yep,
good.
It's already good.
All
All
right.
I got it. We got it fixed. So I'm gonna pick. We'll go with the birthday boy. Birthday boy, give me a 5-letter word.
Adore.
Good work.
Shout out Adrian Pape.
All right. So we're not allowed to talk about what words we want to play.
I mean, you now can talk. Colin cannot talk with you.
Okay. So I'm going to go with. No, never mind.
You're basically working together without working together.
I know. I'm going to go with. Never mind. I keep looking at it.
For the people at home, we got the A and the O.
Oh, yeah. I
in the
forgot about
word,
the
but not in the
audio.
right spot.
Yeah, the audio listeners, sorry. Stop looking at me, bro. You're going to make me not be able to think of it.
My brain.
Your brine?
My brain.
Read the brine, dude.
Hero brain.
Salt and water. Why can I not think of words right now? Jesus. Let's go with viola. Viola. All right. Oh, duh. The O can't be there.
So
Fuck.
all we got was that the O and the A are still in the wrong spots.
All right, so we gotta start.
dumb
We gotta
call
start
by
looking
me.
at this
my
for
bad.
other words like an M. Definitely could be in play. S could definitely be in play. S. I feel like the O is in the second spot, and I feel like so T. There's no I, no E. Do.
I got a couple to fire off if you want to just test some things out.
You can't help me.
I'm just saying, I got some to fire off if you want to do whatever you'd like. I'm mainly just talking so that the people at home aren't just watching us do nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Just talk through your process.
S-C. Oh, no. S-O. Then type this out. S-O. A. P. That's soap. It can't be plural, right?
Not. I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't played
Not
Wordle in a
technically.
while.
Put an S. We're just gonna use soaps.
Wow.
Why are you testing a double letter, bro?
I'm sorry.
All we got was that the O and the A are still in the wrong.
How?
This is-
Okay.
I mean, the good thing is that you've
changes
eliminated
everything.
3 spots for the A and
Yeah,
2
no
spots for the O.
shit.
But you haven't got
Damn,
any other letters.
I
So,
can tell.
Grayson, to you. Might
Yeah.
be a throw some letters out there and forget the O and the A kind of guess.
Maybe. I don't know. Fuck. Definitely a tough one. The O not being in either of those two, and the A not being in any of those three is really getting me. Oh. It makes me think it's like 2 consonants and then, well, no, because it's still not right. So the O can't be there. Maybe it starts with a O. Like, or A. Well, no, it doesn't start with A. Fuck. O. U is still out there. O U. No. Oh my god.
This is tough.
Yeah, it's really tough. Shit. I might try something without the O and the A. Let's go with oh nope, never mind. Thought I had something there. Did not. Shit. Let's just try month, just to try a couple letters. Obviously the O can't be there, but okay.
We
Okay,
got
and
something.
in the right spot.
Oh man, I got the last guess. I don't like that.
I just got it, by the way, on my phone.
Okay.
3 guesses. But I did cheat because I already see a lot of where the letters could be.
Yeah.
All right, so we
Colin,
got
what do you got for us?
we got N in the middle.
Also, Grayson, you probably should have tried to put the O in
I
a
know.
different spot.
I know. It was just the only word I could even spell with the letters I had. All I could think of.
A lot of good letters still on the board, but a lot of shitters as well.
Yeah.
Month. So I feel like now that there could be a C in there. But COA. Dude, it's just crazy. How is there no RS? Wow.
This seems, Nathan, is it like a difficult word? No? Okay.
It's pretty easy. Dude. What the heck? I feel like the O's got to be second to last. Nathan, can you put an X in the first spot? Try it up.
That doesn't really help.
Put an A in the second spot. Is that a word right there?
Xanox? No. Xanax is. I don't think it's Xanax.
No, trust me, I know. Dude, I want to. I really wish
you
the
can see
E.
the letters that still can be used at the bottom.
I know.
So
Nathan, am I in the right spot? Like, am I warm?
I mean, yeah, you have one in the right spot.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
Dickhead.
I mean, technically, there's a 50-50 shot you have the A in the right spot, which is
That's
good to know.
True.
And the O, you have a what, 3 in 5 chance, so a 60% chance.
All right, so I know the E's not in there. I want to just burn some more letters because I know we're not going to get it right now. So
Well, you only have one more guess, and you better hope Grayson's on the right
I
path. If you
I
give him
feel
some
I
letters.
feel Grayson can do it. Nathan,
No, I can't.
do canoe.
Please be right.
That's not right because the E's not in there.
Oh my gosh. We have
Okay.
CANO all in the
Okay.
right spot.
Okay.
What is the last letter?
Okay. Cannon. Double N. It's got to be it. Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was a tough thing to do. Wow.
Great work, boys. Great work. Great work.
Yeah, that was all right.
Now we're going to do another Guess That Baseball Savant page. Let me get it pulled
Love
up.
that. Love that.
Canoe was it turned out to be very helpful.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Like I knew the E wasn't a part of it
Yeah, that's fair.
because we'd use it in the first one.
That's fair.
All right, let's see what we got here. So it's a hitter.
All right. What do we have?
Doesn't look like a very good hitter.
No. Makes me think. What are you doing, bruh? Do you not know how this works? Right, if you hold it up to the top part, hold it up to the top. Nope. Right there. And go to the third one and go to the right side. There you go.
All right.
Okay. So we've got not a good batter, pretty good base runner, amazing fielder. Off the top, never mind. I forgot about the right side. I was gonna say Brenton Doyle. He was a rookie last year. Okay. So amazing range. Been in the league the whole StatCast era. I am thinking maybe a guy that just hit 10 years of service time. Maybe Kevin Pillar. I feel like he's a better batter than that. This season, he is.
Oh, what about Kevin Kiermaier?
Maybe. Who's he with this year?
I wish we could figure out if it was a lefty or righty.
Yeah, well, we can't quite see the spray chart, unfortunately. We can see that he's hit some home runs to left.
Some doubles to left.
Sorry.
Right-handed hitter.
He is righty.
Righty. Okay.
Righty.
Cool.
Right. So it's not Kevin Kiermaier.
No.
Cool, got it.
This is a really tough one.
Yeah. He strikes out a lot.
Yeah, I was getting there. But he's a fantastic defender, which makes me think he...
With not a lot of arm strength.
Yeah.
Great
which
with the
I
glove.
don't love. What about, like... No, it's not Adam Duvall. Because he doesn't have that kind of sprint speed. That sprint speed's really good. Really confused. It's got to be a center fielder.
Yeah. Really
Low
good.
arm strength, really good range. It's got to be a center fielder. High strikeouts. Really bad hitter. Really slow bat speed. Probably important to note.
It's not Tyler.
Wait, hold on. If he's in the 92nd percentile for K percentage, is that good or bad?
Bad. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay,
This is
sorry.
Luis Arias. No? Okay. I could have sworn that was going to be Arias.
No. I wanted to guess like Tyler O'Neill.
He's a
But
better hitter than that.
And he hasn't been playing for that long.
That's true. Luis Arias hasn't either. No, I'm looking at it. I keep forgetting about that part. Probably should pay attention to that. Yeah.
Is it Kevin Pillar-Niven?
Okay. Okay. Oh, shit.
Pull up the list.
I'm not gonna. I'm actually gonna close my laptop so there's no cheating suspicions.
Yo, who was there? No.
Okay.
I thought I remember
doesn't
seeing
help.
someone that like made like the All-Star list like a lot. But never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
So wait, let's go through the list.
Did he have any years where he was very good? He was pretty good at barrels in 2019 and 2021. You've never really been an Exabilo guy until this year. No strikeouts.
Let's go down the list. Nathan, can you tell us starter or reserve?
Okay. We both only have one guess.
All right, so outfield for the NL, Yelich.
Oh, it could be pro. No, because this is this year's stats, so I can't imagine it's Profar.
Yelich.
But okay. Gardner.
That's Stephen Kwan. He hasn't been playing that long.
But Jurickson Profar has. Jurickson Profar has been in the league for a long time. Oh, okay. Not Jurickson Profar.
I just realized my mic was muted. Third All-Star appearance.
Gotcha.
All right. Outfielders. Let's look at that.
Tatis, no.
Tatis.
Yelich.
No.
Because you said he's righty-righty.
Yeah.
It's not Yelich.
Not Brian Reynolds. Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar, is he that good of a fielder?
I don't think so.
He definitely doesn't have that slow bat speed, and he's
Yeah.
been up there for Max Exabilo for sure. So
What
it's
are
not
there?
Teoscar.
Are there any more outfielders that we're forgetting? For the NL?
We certainly are, but I can't think of
AL. Stephen Kwan, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto. Neither of them. Kyle Tucker.
No, he's a lefty, right?
Yeah, lefty.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not an outfielder.
It could not be an outfielder, but maybe it's a first baseman, I guess.
No, because first base is not going to have that sprint speed.
And they're not gonna have that strikeouts. Fuck. This is so difficult. 2050.
One of the weird things is that he doesn't strike out a lot and he doesn't walk a lot.
This
Kind of a
is-
weird combination.
This isn't Altuve, is it?
I don't think he's got that sprint speed. Fuck. If you want to run Altuve, I don't hate it. I'm just there's
Also,
a couple
kind of crazy.
things-
100th percentile in range.
Yeah, I know.
Outs above average. Crazy.
Which is why I don't know about Altuve.
But also,
He's not
Altuve's
much
been
of a
playing for a while.
yes, that is a big part of
But
it.
here, how many All-Star appearances? He has more than 3, I thought.
I would think so.
Marcus Semien?
Pretty sure Altuve has 9.
Oh,
Yeah, Nathan.
run it.
Marcus Semien.
That is correct.
good
It
stuff.
is a Marcus
Good stuff.
Semien.
Happy birthday.
Someone who probably shouldn't have been an all-star.
No, should not have been an
based on-
all-star.
Based on what you see here, besides his range,
In
and
strikeout.
strikeout, and fielding run value, everything else, not great.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that was kind of ridiculous.
I wanted to put somebody who was an all-star so
Yeah.
it would be a little more relevant, but
Definitely was a tough one. All right. Well, that's an episode. That was a fun one.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that college football is back.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's something that we can actively talk about on the podcast because, like, I hated it when we were just like, let's talk about this article that neither of us read.
Yeah, Georgia got another reckless driving.
Yeah, exactly. Coach Prime got some transfers. He's also a dick. Who would have guessed? Yeah, I'm so excited that college football is coming back. Obviously, the NFL is coming back as well, so we'll start to have even more stuff to talk about there. And soon enough, we won't even have time to play games at the end of the episode, which is kind of sad. But maybe that could turn into our Wednesday videos.
Yeah.
It's just us playing games.
Absolutely.
So we'll see. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, commenting, turning on post notifications here on YouTube. Make sure that you wish Colin a happy birthday in the comments section. If you're on the podcast platforms, rate 5 stars, give us a review, and if you're on the social media accounts, give us a DM. Tell Colin happy birthday. He won't see it. I will. Or you can give Colin a DM and wish him a happy birthday. Obviously, if you want to find those social media accounts, they're going to be all right here across the bottom of the screen. And, of course, having a lot of fun right now. First episode. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Forgot about that part. Hope everybody was safe. Nobody blew their heads off. Nobody became Jason Pierre-Paul. None of that. So hope everybody enjoyed the 4th. I know we did. And Colin, a special birthday edition.
Ha!
Got anything for the people?
I do. You ready? While you sit there and enjoy some cake, we got Thrasher, USA, Coke, and balloons.
Nathan?
The theme is seeming like things on the table currently because I watched his eyes go from the bobblehead to the cup to the bottle to the cake. Also, Colin, you're feeling a little hungry. Your eyes went straight to that cake after you got to the Coke bottle.
Yeah.
Dig in.
I'll do one more for the.
It's going home with you. So have at it. But yeah, look, once again, make sure you're liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. We'll be back on Friday, starting up the NFL season previews. Oh my goodness. Jesus, dude. That was gross. All right. With that, we're going to end it. We'll see you guys later this week. Colin will see you next week. Peace.